Hello everybody, it's Jen. Welcome to day 3 of the holiday card series. I'm also up on the Trinity Stamps blog today. So we're going to be using the cute little unforgettable elephant gift stamp. This is part of the new release by Trinity Stamps, and it has a coordinating die that cuts out the little center between the elephant's legs. We're also going to be using the Echo Park Merry and Bright 6x6 paper pad, which came out last holiday season, but I still had a bunch of paper left, so I wanted to put it to good use. So today I'm coloring with my Arteza Everblend markers, and I'm going to color this little elephant white. So this stamp set is perfect if you do a white elephant gift exchange during the holiday season. We usually do one at work, so this card will go with my little white elephant gift. But this is also a great little stamp if you want to switch out the sentiment that says thank you for the unforgettable gift, and you can replace it with Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas or whatever you want. But you can also use the thank you for the gift after the holiday season to send out thank you cards if that is something you do. So with the coloring, I just went ahead and I laid down my lightest color and then went through from darkest to lightest after that. Like I said, I do want this elephant to be white, so I am going to leave a lot of white space as I color this, basically just outlining the image, laying some shadows underneath the hat, underneath the little fabric areas on the elephant, underneath the ear, around the little sock on his nose, which is super cute, and then underneath the lid of the present. So just blending that out with my colorless blender, that will push back some of that gray marker and he will look super cute and white. So for the rest of the color combinations, I'm doing a 2-color blend only. So I'm choosing a dark color and a matching a lighter color. And I'm going to be using this combination for my dark red. I'm going to color up his little Santa hat, and then for the little sock on his trunk, I'm just going to randomly color the lines or the different areas of the sock with the colors that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to use 4 color combinations, the dark red and then the pink, a dark green, and a lighter green. And I'm really letting the pattern paper that I'm going to be using kind of guide my color choices here. I want this to match perfectly, or as perfect as possible, if there's ever such a thing, with the pattern paper. And so these are 4 colors from that I felt went really well. So just coloring up in my pink color here, decided to do the bow on top of the gift and then the patch on the elephant. Just darkening up that bow a little bit. I didn't feel like I got a good contrast with the first passing. So here I'm going to move on to my dark green, and I'm just trying to decide what else I want to color in this particular color. So I'm going to go ahead and do one of the patches. I do decide as well to do the largest patch up underneath the present in the same color, just to balance out that green, the dark green anyways. So having it to the right and left side will help balance that color. And then I'm coming in with my light green color combination. I'm going to color up the gift box in that color and then the remaining little stripes on the stocking on his trunk. So again, just coming in with the lightest marker to saturate the paper and then adding my shadows with the darkest color, blending that out, typically using a circular motion with the Everblend markers. I find you get a better blend this way. So once I get the little present colored up, I decided that I wanted to add that darker red to the bottom patch, just again so it balances out in that diagonal line from the Santa hat to the top left to the little patch to the bottom right. And then to finish up the coloring, I'm just going to add some shading with my gray markers here underneath the elephant. This will ground him and just give a little extra to the bottom of the card. So now we can go ahead and put the card together, and today I'm actually going to be using a sketch. So this is Viva la Verve. This is the May 2018 sketch. And sometimes with holiday card making, it's just nice to follow a sketch. It can help take some of the pressure off of creating a card design, and this is particularly useful when you're making multiple holiday cards. So I thought it would be fun to switch things up here and do a card sketch. Plus I wanted to use a bunch of the patterned paper from the paper pad, and so I thought that having a sketch to follow would really help. Now, when I use sketches, sometimes I just follow them loosely, and like this one today, I'm going to follow it exactly as it's laid out. So this one's nice because it has the measurements already on the different elements of the design, so I just could go ahead and pre-cut everything I needed for this card. Now for this fishtail banner, I didn't quite get it centered, so I'm just going to trim this up with my trimmer and go ahead and adhere the rest of the pattern paper to the cardstock. So I just pulled out some cardstock from my stash. This is a brighter pink. It goes well with the brighter pink from the paper. So I decided to add a border to all of the elements on my card just to help the different pattern papers pop off of the card panel. So I'm going to go ahead and follow the sketch here. I'm going to add the fishtail banner to the left-hand side. And once I get that in place, I'll put the rectangle to the right-hand side. Now I will add a piece of cardstock underneath this rectangular panel. This is a trick I learned from Christy Marcotte, who does amazing multiple card videos using card sketches. And because there is a raised level from that fishtail banner, adding the cardstock underneath the one side that's hanging off will allow it to be the same level, so there's no dip in your card. So love getting tips from fellow crafters and creators for card making to make life a lot simpler. I'm going to do the same thing on the edge of this horizontal strip. This was just cut from a cut apart sheet on the paper pad, and it reads fa la 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 la. So I thought that was cute to have on the front of the card because I'm not actually going to put a sentiment on the front. So that will kind of act as my sentiment. To finish off, I just need to add my little elephant. Just checking with the sketch to make sure I have it in the right place. Want to make sure that it's overlapping all of those different elements on the card design to the left-hand side. So now I'm going to work on the inside of my card. This is an A2 size card at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to stamp out the sentiment, "Thank you for the unforgettable gift," with a Lawn Fawn freshly cut grass mini ink cube. I'm going to stamp that a couple times, and that will finish the inside of my card. So once I get that done, I can go ahead and adhere my card panel to my card base. Then I'm going to add some final details for this card. So I'd love to know if you have any holiday traditions with gift giving, whether that's a white elephant gift exchange or if you do something else. I do a gift exchange, like I said, at work, and it's super fun. You never know what you're going to get, and usually it's something you would never buy for yourself, so it's always fun. So back to the card here, I just added some black gel pen to the elephant's eyes. Now I'm using my white gel pen to add some detailing to his little patches, his or her, I guess. Could be either. So adding some polka dots to the pink and red patch, and then some diagonal stripes to the darker green ones. So there's a close-up of the card for day 3 of the holiday card series. Here is day 3 from last year. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye!